Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. And in today's video, we're here to discuss the brand new piece of information that is just released for The Walking Dead, where it sounds like Angela Kang confirmed that they are now going to be going back and refilming the final scene of The Walking Dead. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another video talking about a pretty interesting piece of Walking Dead news that is just released, confirmed by Angela Kang. This one has spread like wildfire already. It sounds like she has been asked about the series finale of The Walking Dead and interviewed about it, obviously with the show coming to an end. And she recently confirmed in a recent article that apparently the final scene of The Walking Dead main show is being refilmed and redone at the last minute. So, what do we think about this news? What do we kind of, how do we feel about this? I would definitely love to hear from you guys in the comments. This is a very interesting kind of piece of news to come out, especially when we're getting ready for the 19th episode out of 24, and the 24th episode apparently has a scene that they're redoing. That is really interesting. That is a really interesting decision. So, yeah, now this one kind of threw me off. I heard about this one earlier today, and I was kind of like, what the hell? Yeah, so apparently what's going on is that The Walking Dead wrapped up filming, obviously back, earlier this year, and everything was good and everything was, fine. And then all of a sudden now, Angela Kang is confirming that they're going back and they're filming the final scene of the show again. So I don't know what this is. I'm not sure, obviously. There's no way of knowing what scene it would be. However, I do have a theory about what I think is going on here, because ever since the Daryl Dixon show was announced, it was always announced as the Daryl and Carol spinoff. Now, if you'll remember back in the day, the Daryl Dixon spinoff was called Daryl and Carol because, Carol was going to be on there, and it was going to be the both of them that were going to be going to France, right? And now we know that it was going to be the two of them that go to France and whatever. But if you guys remember, back in the day, Carol was supposed to be in the Daryl show. So what I think is probably going on here, and this has been the question that I've had ever since then, is The Walking Dead has wrapped up filming, and about a month or two later, they said that, Carol was not going to be in the Daryl show. So now you contradict yourself, because the ending of The Walking Dead is probably going to show Daryl and Carol, in France, right? It's going to, show how it leads to that. But without Carol being there, if you start the Daryl show and you keep that scene the same in 11/24, you're going to end up with a plot hole, right? So I feel like that's what they're doing. They're having to now go back and remove Carol from that scene, and then, they're going to, shift that into the Daryl show, and then Carol won't be there, and then there won't be a plot hole. So I feel like that's what this is. I feel like it's them having to go back and do the scene again without Melissa McBride, so then the Daryl show would make more sense, right? Because you can't have the France spinoff and Daryl just be like, where's Carol? Where's Carol? That would be very ridiculous. So I think that's what this is, if you ask me. I do find it a very risky decision that they're doing this, like, literally weeks before the episode releases. They better get this done quickly, is all I'm saying, because that is, that's definitely something that I didn't expect them to do. Because the episode literally releases, like, November 20th is when they release it, and we're October 5th today, I believe. So, yeah, that's, they don't have that much time to actually get the last scene in there. I'm sure they will, but that's definitely a last-minute thing. So, interesting that Angela Kang confirmed that. I don't really know why else there would be a scene refilmed, because if it's not for the Daryl show, if it's something else, then I don't know. I have heard some rumors already kind of starting to go around that people think it's maybe Rick, like maybe they're including an extra Rick scene or something, and I don't think that's what it is at all, because as a matter of fact, I think that Rick has already had a scene in episode 24. I think that when he was down there having, dinner with Norman that one night, and he was like down there for like a good week while the Walking Dead series finale was filming, I think that he probably just filmed something there, because I do think that Rick Grimes is going to be the post-credit scene. I still think it will. I still think that Rick will be the post-credit at the end of The Walking Dead. Which is a load of BS, if you ask me, because he should have been just in the final season in general, but whatever, I'm going to keep my opinions out of that. But anyway, I think that's what this is. I think that's going to be them trying to correct Daryl and Carol leaving and having to refilm it where it's just Daryl, right? Just Daryl gets captured. So, well, at least I assume he gets captured based off of the description of the Daryl show. So, yeah, I think that's what this is. I don't think it's anything major. I don't think it's anything big that they're changing. I just think that they had to get Carol out of there, and they're having to refilm it. And, you know, depending on how they do it, I mean, it literally, you only need, like, Norman and, like, a few guys, you know, behind the scenes to, you know, film a quick scene, and, you know, there you go. So, I don't think it's going to be that much of a difficult scene for them to film, but it should be interesting nevertheless, and I think it should be an interesting thing to see. Now, there was also a interview today as well, too, with Norman Reedus on Jimmy Kimmel, which I definitely want to link to you guys as well, too. He went on there, and it was actually kind of cool. He walks out, and he's got, like, the crossbow in his hand, and he's got, like, a dead squirrel in the other hand and stuff like that. And he discusses the end of The Walking Dead, and he did say a few things, nothing too major, but he did talk a little bit about, you know, him obviously getting the star and stuff on the Hollywood Street, right? So we got that kind of discussion a little bit, and I thought that was really cool because, you know, obviously Norman Reedus, that man deserves it. I mean, that man definitely deserves it. He has worked very hard as Daryl for many, many years on The Walking Dead, in addition to so many other roles and so many other things. Boondock Saints, you know, I mean, yeah, that actor is absolutely amazing. So we're going to see what this is. We're going to see what this, you know, redone scene for the final episode of The Walking Dead will be. But anyway, that's what I think it is. I think it's connected to the Daryl show. I don't think this is anything Rick related, but again, the only reason why I say that is because I think that Rick has already secretly filmed the scene. I do. So, yeah. Anyway, of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.